By the time Detective Aaron it was waiting for him to get close enough. Every image, every change, every step forward wasn't pursuit. It was an alignment. Marcus wasn't being followed. He was being drawn in, closer, frame by frame, night by night, until there was no distance left. Cole stood up abruptly, heart racing, because if that was true, then the final image wasn't the end. It was the moment before something happened. And that meant Marcus's disappearance wasn't the mystery. What happened after that was, there was one thing left to examine, something no one had fully explored: the reflection in the phone image. Cole pulled it up again, zoomed in carefully, adjusted the lighting, and there it was, faint but unmistakable, a second figure standing behind whoever took the photo, which meant Marcus wasn't alone. But here's where it got worse. The angle didn't make sense. If Marcus had taken the photo, then the reflection should show his back. But it didn't. It showed his face. Cole froze, because that meant one thing. The person holding the phone was not Marcus, and the one being watched was. The room felt colder, heavier, because the implications were clear. At some point, Marcus had crossed over, and whatever was on the other side had taken his place. Cole stepped back slowly, trying to breathe, trying to think. But his thoughts kept circling the same question. If something came back, where was it now? Days passed. The case was still open, but unofficially, it had stalled. Cole stopped sharing his findings, stopped trying to convince others, because deep down, he knew. Some things weren't meant to be solved. And then, something happened. Something small, but impossible to ignore. Cole returned to his desk one evening, late, alone. The office was quiet, empty, just the faint hum of lights overhead. And he sat down slowly, looked at the photograph, and felt it immediately. That same feeling Marcus had described, the sense that something was already there, watching. Cole leaned forward, eyes fixed on the image, and then he noticed it. The road was different, not dramatically, But enough. The fog had shifted, the shadows had deepened, and the figure was closer. Closer than before, closer than it should have been. Cole didn't move, didn't breathe, because now he understood. This wasn't Marcus's story anymore. It never was. The road wasn't a place. It was a process, a progression. And once you saw it, once you understood it, you became part of it. Cole slowly reached out, his fingers hovering just above the photograph. And for a brief moment, he hesitated. Because somewhere deep inside, a voice told him not to stop, to walk away. But he didn't. Because he needed to know, he needed to understand. Just like Marcus did. His fingers touched the edge of the photo, and the room went completely silent. Not quiet, silent. As if sound itself had been removed. And Cole's eyes remained locked on the image. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, the figure tilted its head. Cole pulled his hand back instantly, heart pounding. But it was too late. Because now, he had seen it. And more importantly, it had seen him. The case file for Marcus Hale remains open, unresolved. No body, no confirmed sightings, no explanation, only evidence, a message, a photograph, and a pattern no one can fully explain. Officially, the investigation ended there. But unofficially, some believe it never really ended. Because every so often, in cases that seem completely unrelated, a familiar detail appears. A drawing,